The wind knows me. Into the wind.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
deal with. Yeah, come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, but never mind.
I just finished That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about anyway? Huh? Can't say I saw bumping into you. Hey.
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when do you leave?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita? Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
with nature. The wind knows me.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's... Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine! Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if... What do you think? Good idea! Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information. Yeah! So... To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his... I was
Excuse me. Can I help you too?
Really?
Well, good tells are off. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story be... Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
But...
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Wait...
Oh, that's...
In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
No.
That's right.
Huh. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon...
Yeah.
Hang on. This is...
Yes.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the...
Alright! I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro... But who knows how long making it up... Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Hey, how about...
Hello there.
Huh? Ah,
Oh,
I was just reminiscing about a place my brother...
you're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
No people call... And no, I can still see that hill he would skip, but now...
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh,
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our... allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be
nice to meet. We were just talking. Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think.
I also think my brother can be too.
So,
Oh, well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's where to begin. Let's put that question on hold for a moment.
did all the introductions earlier not?
Hello, traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a hit?
Please.
Oh, by the way, we.
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. Please, follow me.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
So, she's the Hydro-Archon?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have... As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about it?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other... Fear is for insignificant cowards. Of course, seeking an eye, Focalor hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Yeah. Paimon still can't believe that. Miss Hydro.
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. You had better...
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Wow, I didn't expect to see. Wait, does the.
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Of course.
Ooh,
You may
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in...
Stand down.
On Aranias?
You see.
Right.
What do you care? Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel?
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it? According to
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't think that Paimon here.
You tell her, Linny!
Ah,
So, with such an audience,
ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Linny do that?
there. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as...
Amusing. Their perform? In which case, but even the gods of other... I look forward to seeing your upcoming
And just like that, she's gone! Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. We never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a So,
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway,
it will actually be my first time performing on the most when there are no public trials being held and
My brother's... Oh,
oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first. Oh, you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic...
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that, I'm not sure exact... It says that every person in Fontaine is born until one day. In the end,
That sounds pretty gloomy.
there are lots of others say that the... But here in Fontaine...
If even
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years...
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before. We hope that at least as a
Oh, Hyman gets it! It's like...
Perhaps only now, if...
What's this?
What?
No, the story's it's time. So,
Oh.
all-
So you're the block. Oh, thanks.
Life is all...
You...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? Yes, but...
Is there anything...
Yes.
So, you...
Oh, that would...
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
One with nature.
Let's move out. Let's move out.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced... Maybe next...
No,
Fine.
So, we're going to the...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh?
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. Watch her...
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right.
should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
There's still a long road.
All is accounted for.
Into the wind. The wind knows me.
There's still a long road.
All is accounted for. Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might. Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, what?
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Anyway,
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right.
I saw the
Oh,
I'll be all right.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least...
But at least we were able to get...
what a slip!
All right.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around! People in Fontaine really know how to use water!
This is an aqua bus. It's pretty...
So you mean it's still boring?
No, that's not what... Besides...
Guess that's what it's like to...
It's about time for us to leave.
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician Lin?
Hello? I don't believe...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh?
It's an honor to...
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey
Amazing!
Wow.
So, Charlotte, what do you...
Well, when there is, you could still manage to keep readers' attention. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after... Oh, I just remembered! I've been following...
You mean those...
That's right! These stories are the... If I'm the... Oh, when that happens...
So, what is the...
That's right! An Everst, but the scariest... Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible.
Yes, I agree. And at the very... I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly...
Please don't imagine...
Hey, we're almost there! Look! Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this. Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly. Okay. Bye now. What a tough job. Always running around.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my...
Sure.
Time to go.
Gotta find that balance between flavor and nutrition.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Oh,
I see. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny, could you come here?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, before I forget,
Yes.
that's our...
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't...
I'm afraid that's just how it is.
What's wrong, Frem?
There's a legend. It said that when I was a child, my mother told me that Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
If it's an let Paimon try some. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician.
It rained for longer than I...
Was there something?
Yeah, so on the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus.
Oh,
What is it from? Perhaps I'm afraid...
No trouble at all?
sorry for...
Oh, no need. This'll be a walk in the park.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This place. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Time to go.
I need to get out more.
Time to go.
Can we play Banker next time?
Time to go.
Let's keep looking. I'll help you find it.
time to go.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here?
Why use your...
But where does it
but base...
Huh?
Well, when a trial...
So, but... Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that...
Even though I've... Besides, it isn't produced...
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away.
You again?
Yeah, but...
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, if Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland...
You're from...
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing?
But it seems either way you look...
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
Hey,
you don't interrupt. It's not off...
You kidding? Listen to me.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt.
Hey! That's way over the line! All right,
can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay? Riptide! You're mine. No time to lose.
Allow me.
Oh.
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I...
Strange.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing?
Well...
Huh?
but recently... That is a possibility. I can't remember. It was during that. She was always one time because I had.
But what is it?
She never in my dream.
A whale? Oh, the...
It takes that.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon. So why don't
you make it sound? But it's been years.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
No.
Official?
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes, the champion duelists are so engaged, and the worst, though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. So really...
So...
Apparently, besides, apparently the...
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Chlorine?
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. That sneaky guy. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. Paimon was the whodunits here. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the... Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey. Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus!
Time to go. One with nature. into the wind.
Verdict is...
Faithful offering.
One with nature.
Time to go.
The opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always...
I guess if there are, kid.
Maybe this is one of the...
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine.
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Hey!
Nice. In fact,
It's because...
when do you cry?
Wait, what?
Just
When Paimon's really sad? Oh,
then you should understand that tears contain your... Like I just mentioned, the fountain of... So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
so what did the voice say? Huh.
Rather than... Don't let that...
Oh, I wonder where humans come from.
Time to go.
Ah, Traveler in Paimon. Good to see you.
Are you kidding?
But you're actually right on time. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations.
Ooh, front rows.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep...
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a...
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Yeah, we'll just...
Time to go.
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Excuse me, I would be.
Oh! Wait, that's not it, Paimon's. Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about? Oh, so nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just...
It is an honor, and as required.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor.
Ah, Miss.
Wait.
Allow me to...
Whoa!
No offense. And there's someone. I believe she. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Huh?
Very good. That is for the best.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the...
All right.
Yay! The show's finally about... Oh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be...
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please.
Hello, Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can... So... Both Lynette and myself have Now, without further ado, I know you might miss her, but don't... Oh, and you never know what can happen. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
If we could see to appreciate...
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
All right, like this. 60, 59, 50. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black. Oh, and no...
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. Come on. 60! That's right, perfect!
54? Why aren't you counting?
I am counting merely a
Oh, alright. You look so serious.
40! Mr. Lenny.
Yes, he would be a...
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway... 20!
What's wrong?
I think...
Never mind.
No, that's... It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. 10 seconds.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping 2 people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Huh? Is this Mr. Lenny? You're
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that.
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards. No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the... Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial... It appears that this incident was not merely some... And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the...
That's the case that Charlotte.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lenny, is now the prime suspect for the serial
Huh? Why me?
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show. Now that I...
He was in the box on the stage the entire Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina.
Huh? What would Lady...
A kidnap.
That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met. But with... So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and...
Well, Traveler, are you willing to act as Mr. Lenny's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well. Lenny and the audience...
A day...
Lenny!
Sorry.
Of course!
Yeah, I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer? Good to hear. I'm sure I don't know whether... As for how... Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon Bot, don't worry.
I think they look...
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. But with the guards, good thing you...
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. Since we're going...
Oh. The secrets behind our magic are past saving.
I suppose... 'tis... But if revealed... We should go somewhere...
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation team... Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see.
Huh?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Lenny's assistants, named Cowell. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, the assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowell inside it. This is the However, if you look carefully, the box, all these factors lining up so perfectly, if anything...
But he doesn't have a motive!
Are you both... So I know I've seen a lot of cases. Sorry. Anyway, you mean...
So this is the... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. Wait! Hello there! What?
Oh, the seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievance. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all. Which
Were the victims of...
That's how it seems to us, in any case.
Okay then.
No need to be so It is of utmost importance that we get to the...
The investigation team has...
See, I told you. What if the machine...
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying?
You're trying to help them?
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for...
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone will be assigned to monitor.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts. The thud?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. I'm of the opinion that when the pyrotechnics—
Wait, wasn't the—
Perhaps the balance wasn't right. Oh, that's true.
That does remind—
Go ahead, have a look around.
Linny's magic trick?
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here!
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken...
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
From Mediate and I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules...
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm...
Huh?
My apologies, demoiselle.
No, okay. All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand. That's right. Judging from...
Really? But...
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition. Farina sure would... But, anyway.
Sounds...
Well, what's your opinion? All right.
Wait a minute.
Well, in your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a
well...
And why would that be?
Mostest, no matter how, and if that can...
All right, now.
Wait! That's more like it.
Far be it you wished.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you...
I have nothing to...
Oh.
We'll be making... Sorry.
Were you all...
Yes. So, the missing girl couldn't have left for me.
How can you be...
Well, I couldn't see, but still,
So, it's safe to say... Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be useful info. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lenny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we?
Understood. Then I...
Very good.
You may spare the plot.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new help?
Well, let's...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of... But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help. Ah, good eye. That said...
the back? You mean the inside?
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it is the 2 magic... See this flat... The box with the...
This trolley can raise...
I see.
Precisely.
So that's how...
Once the box... The audience member would only be able...
Right!
Ah, yes, my assistant.
And what
I was in...
Oh!
That's how we were able to coordinate.
I mean, and that...
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Lynette would... And then but as you saw, Cal was in the box.
We really...
If not for that, and yet, could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette...
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone.
Whoever the murderer was, this people need... Why would it be him? Gosh, we all are the perform... Well, and that... Digging a tunnel just for a...
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows, and here's a broken. Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's a...
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But what?
Whatever it is.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady... Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. Ugh. What is this place?
It seems someone could.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them...
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right! Let Paimon write that down. Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the state of the crimes. Let's find a place to...
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the...
They believe the odds of that. The guards have checked.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then.
In other words...
Charges?
That's right. This is how a trial... That's right. This is how the statements from both... To put it simply...
This also precludes any kind of favorite...
Once both sides... Then, finally, the oratories...
Huh?
In practice... Because we've...
And even if that...
I'm ready to...
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of...
In that case, let's just sort out our finding... I mean, what the...
Breaking out. Just kidding. Just kidding.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come...
Wait, you're kidding?
Yes?
I have eggs.
These three are quite the interest... From the way you had these two guys carrying, you ended up...
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouragement.
Don't underestimate... Anyway.
Only...
Well...
Tea is ready to be served as well. No need for...
All right, then. However, the magician...
Exactly! Why would they...
The flower vase resulting in this... Perhaps the
Paimon thinks that makes...
But...
Huh. Could Halsey...
That's right. And even if she... Nor does she...
From the sound, you're not going... What?
Please don't worry about it. At my...
Besides, But if she ate— Wait! Even you don't believe— If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons—
Malus!
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons.
Exactly!
As you wish.
And I have the.
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't... It would be...
Alright!
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to... I'll be back if I...
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh. Let's move out. What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan.
Just relax. Even if everyone beside...
Thanks, now.
Best of luck to...
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how...
To be honest?
No.
Well, now, don't you all look That was to be But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both... Firstly...
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands.
Yes.
In that case...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly... There is no...
That is simply...
Oh.
The Roaring Count...
And you know... I see.
Huh?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was right, but...
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my... Tell me.
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did.
So the serial.
I've got a feeling.
That's irrelevant. All right.
Indeed, your first priority. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes... Oh, good thing I made all those preparations.
Hey, Linny! What?
Order! Order! First, when the are these claims? Please answer my
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as.
The defendant deceived their own attorney.
Order! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more. In that case...
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire net to set the wrong...
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if but our organization is very...
Right now, we want to...
That's right. I'm sure I knew if it worked. That's why I did. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than... Right. You but still.
Sorry.
Well, you both say that, but... Right.
Of course. We've been trying to... During our investigations, we learned that the machine, from that moment on...
Is that why you needed a...
That's right. So, after...
That air vent was created during the construction...
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible if that voice seemed on the way back. After that...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course.
That's the only way we...
So, it was never my way, but like I said...
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that if we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense. Huh?
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective. countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Linny experienced, and what he saw. Seems this won't produce a particular... According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation. Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only...
A but he immediately once he reached that the crime scene. Finally, he Paimon did it! Paimon...
In other words, you believe that he...
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the assuming that...
Oh.
That's... well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you... You're saying that he wasn't?
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought? Are you sure we don't need to give this... That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you...
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that... The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Could there have been a third person? Halsey is the missing person. The deceased's name is...
you serious?
Oh!
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between... No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to... The deceased's name is Cowl. Linny's assistant. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some... The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing... Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. The deceased's name is... No one entered or... The deceased's name is Cow... No one entered or left the Opera House. It would have been tough for both people to fit into... No one entered or left the Opera... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. No one entered or left. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The deceased's name is Cowl. Linny... No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So... The deceased's name is Cowl. Linny's assistant...
What's wrong, Traveler?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the...
If only...
Well, that would be nice, but it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clack. The deceased's name is Cowl. one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into... The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Lynette, if they're...
How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here. Magic trick.
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't, but given that we aren't making much progress with the
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effect.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are... water from the primordial. The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is. The notes also state that as such, we...
You've gotta be Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy.
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further Still, guards, Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is
Of course. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many...
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water...
The deceased's name is Cowell. I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. The water from the primordial sea should... The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water. Now it seems like the hook rope. I remember there was something. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? I remember there was something.
Ahem. It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original play, when the magic box containing Halsey with when the balloon afterward, but
That actually.
Now, it's his notes.
On that note, I shall now
Thank you, Your Honor. And we.
What?
That can't be.
Does this, my dear... Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice, but upon his return, ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover now as much. Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. Is this the end of the road?
oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
I think we've all seen. I believe this is indeed the Now then, my good. Excuse me, everyone.
Miss, I must ask you not to.
Oh, come on. Don't I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eye. What in the world?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once? And wouldn't such a come on, but as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila!
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening. I was just feeling happy. Where should I begin?
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Tôi mới làm từ sáng. Từ sáng giờ mới có nhiệm vụ này.
I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a
Mới qua được bên đây luôn.
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
Có cái nhiệm vụ mà làm lâu như cái gì?
Well, he even mentioned the Fortress of Merope, so I wasn't go- There was- I slipped out.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, had I known...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
This time, we...
Cái này sao trời, nhức đầu quá.
Seems... The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lily-Ann's attempt to break out when she was frightened. Lily-Ann was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief. The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lily-Ann and Cowell.
And it's Ace! Having been selected out of the blue, her panic only intensified. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann had not dissolved. He Linny did not know that Lillian was mistakenly, but the two broke with no way of escape.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were.
At this point, all the
rather.
Now then, lady. Please,
No, I have no.
Wow.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, with some modifications to the selector, he could to cover up any evidence while he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank. Using the fireworks at the end of the he poured the water. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel. If all had gone to plan, realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and Lillian, according to her own. As for Linny, he was in. From this reconstruction. While there is much in Linny and Lillian, this case at least. As such, Linny.
Great work.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, how did you find the water from the primordial sea?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake,
I suspect that I'm sure you.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn your.
We were supposed to.
And now that you're. Therefore.
Yes, our boss. It can also. We've been.
And now he can no longer.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Linny...
I know you may not want to speak, but still. Let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess I didn't approach you with as for that was how Father, who you might know as
a knave?
That's right. Back when our parents survived, I took my sit to my surprise before long.
So you went.
That was how we. But he would.
That doesn't.
After one, I waited up. The answer he.
Oh no.
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to. All I saw.
So.
That's right. Father, the house of the. I was but she was.
Oh. So that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has gained.
So.
That's right. Today's case, everyone to us orphans.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis. Everything is aimed at dealing.
It's alright. I just hope you. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to.
Bye, Linny.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, and
Ah, I see. Sorry.
don't say that.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having. Wait.
Huh?
Well, anyway, it would just be a meal.
You don't have to.
Oh, one.
All right then.
I came here several times with my father when I was little. But oh, don't worry. And that.
Ooh, everything looks so good. Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like.
And if it...
Well...
Yeah. Oh, we called this a farewell meal.
Oh.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases...
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward.
If it hadn't...
Right? Yet, in such investigations, even to be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities... It's not that it's easy, which is exactly why the Spina... Those high... Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true.
I've heard that there's a lot...
Yeah. Guess that's...
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance. I'm sure Lady... I can personally testify that this one works. Valid point. I hope... You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens...
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Why don't we give it a try?
Huh? Paimon... No.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon...
Is that so? If we're all finished...
Yeah. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Can't you see Paimon's barely an inch off the ground? Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in any case...
See ya! There aren't many people around it.
The shit?
Looks like we're back here. Huh? Traveler?
Vache?
Hey, why are you... Huh? Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Vache, are you... My dear No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know my memories feel... How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear... Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered... I also remember no matter... But now... No! The thought of... If you meet Vache, perhaps that... If only I could have comfort... Is that what... It was I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water. I think I hear your farewell.
Wake up! Come on, hurry! Navia's outnumbered!
Look out!
Tôi like từ hồi sáng rồi.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Like từ hồi 8 giờ mấy gì á.
Chlorand? I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I believe that Mr. Callus's last— Do not!
Sorry, demoiselle.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry,
Whatever.
I doubt I know much. Your performance.
And
None of these I can only
what?
Yes.
I will
Nhiệm vụ lâu quá.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you.
I know, she's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamek— Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off other—
Oh, come now. Forget all that. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take...
If it...
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were—
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh?
Yes. After we parted, that the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta?
So the
Yes.
Spina di...
Huh? Really?
I sent people to hotel. That's when I figured out that—
What?
Well, speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you—
Well, oh, and this time Paimon heard it. Does that mean—
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad—
New intel?
Well, let's hear— Oh. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. Since he saw that, but he never gave testimony or— Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did. And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easy.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. We also have some plans.
Don't worry, you...
It's right up.
I've been keeping watch, demoiselle. I haven't...
I shall fight.
Thank you, Malus. Now.
Hold the line. is your base?
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
After all, we don't.
Seems like it. You're
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me.
And no, my father's name is Cat 3 years ago.
Oh no?
But at the time, but strangely, that even after being how could he protect his honor if he's the closest piece of info I have? That's right. However, I must know what. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hit, and now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered any. Master Callus did. Even our supporters decreased greatly.
Wait! If Callus was such a good.
No. Perhaps people love watching the.
But how could.
There is one.
Oh! Her? Yeah. That's not.
Miss Cloran. She knew Master Callus. There was.
Don't worry.
Afterward, Miss Cloran told. Yes, that is our under.
All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Please, relax and get some sleep.
Paimon slept so well. Huh? Navia?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we.
Paimon gets. But.
No, I just returned after going out for a while.
Wait.
Unfortunately, this name seemed. I suspect. No. And that is the archives, kept if the.
So Nerva. In that case.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't...
See?
Yep. Paimon can... If you're here just to...
No.
Oh, yeah.
We're here today.
Huh.
Of course.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief...
Thank...
Please come in. It's all right.
We're looking for.
Ah, I.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy to
Unfortunately, I'm quite there are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Traveler?
Is that so?
Miss Navia, I can understand how your father...
And what? Are you trying to... No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your... It's just like last time. You even told in your eyes that if you truly... Why didn't you give me the power to everything? Was there are still... If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes.
I'm sorry.
You and... It's not so... Oh well. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You're right.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was that thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
So you're saying, yeah!
I really? All right.
Yeah!
Do you want to go with... All right.
Time to go.
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Please watch your step.
Okay, I'm back to work. Please take your seats. It's time for our merry departure. This Aquabus tour is bound for Romaritime Station, and I'm your tour guide, Ava. I'm here to tell you all about the amazing scenery we'll pass by on the Clementine line. Even though I'm not an expert tour guide, when it comes to interesting stories and important places in Fontaine, I definitely know a thing or two. I hope that my commentary will give you a newfound appreciation for this nation, and that you'll be inspired to visit every corner of Fontaine, just like Elfin was. Passengers, if you look into the distance, you'll see Elinas, large as a mountain. The hometown of us Melusines, Mercy Village, is right over there. There's a story about our hometown that I really liked growing up. The legends say that long ago, Elinas came to Fontaine and asked the people, "Is there anything I can do?" At the time, we Melusines were super tiny, and our hands were even smaller. And we were so sad that we couldn't build houses like everyone else. So the people said in unison, "Then why don't you become the home of the Melusines?" And thus Elinas just rolled over right there and poof! It's been a few hundred years since then. When you think about it, everyone in Fontaine and Elinas really is gentle and kind. Is now passing through Poisson Tunnel. It's said that to deal with the crisis of the Second Diluvian period, some people thought about using the tunnel boring tech to hollow out the mountain and build a city inside. But if the water covered the mountain, wouldn't the people inside suffocate?